We got a new set.
Funny bits. Ha 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 ha. Zoom. Yoinked. You're also in the room.
I sure am. You're a bitch. We got Jimmy John Jr. coming over in the second place. In first place, we got Joe John Jr.
Joe John and Jimmy John are both heating real quick as they run around this racetrack. Oh shit, a elusive dog is going after him. It is appearing that Jimmy John is trying to cheat the race. He has attached the meat onto...
I don't believe it.
This is incredible.
This is amazing. He almost swore, but we almost got kicked off the air.
They're going. It's almost at the finish line. They got 30 meters left. This is looking crazy.
They're the only two on the track.
I haven't seen anything like this since 1984.
I haven't seen anything like this since 1985.
Wow, look at you young chap. My hair looks too much. Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Brocast.
We have a different set, and we have different microphones.
I can't spin the whole way, but if I could.
I can't spin
So we
at
have
all.
a green screen behind us right now.
Yes. A real green screen.
Not just a YouTube live.
Nope.
Is it a live stream? No.
Yeah, it is a live. Well, this one's a live stream.
Oh, really?
I think it is. Anyway, I can't remember.
Wait, so is that saying that somebody right now behind us is playing like
A fire.
Wait, so that means at some point in time they have to come back through and like
Stoke it?
yeah.
Unless it's just a loop.
Oh, you
loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. So Brian, before this, came to me and said, "Yeah, I beat an old lady."
Okay,
and I don't know what happened.
She wasn't old, but I tell certain things to you for dramatic effect, so that you remember them.
Yeah.
And when I come to you and I'm
I sound like
hey,
Tobey Maguire.
what?
So you sound like Tobey Maguire.
What do you mean?
I beat an old lady with a stick.
Yeah, exactly, that too. As I was driving, not over here today, but I spent the night over at my girlfriend's house. Yes, I have a girlfriend.
Gross.
I'm not gay. I'm sorry. I know Zavier and I act like it, and we fondle each other.
We didn't even kiss.
I know.
Just fondle.
Just fondle. Fuck. But I was coming back from my girlfriend's house this morning, and what?
It looks like we're doing like a news report.
This just in.
Brian almost killed an old lady.
So we're at a there's a stop intersection, four-way stop, and then a little bit, and then there's a gas station on the right-hand side. So anyways, there's a gas station on the right-hand side, and as I leave the intersection and I start heading towards my apartment, there's a lady who quickly gets her car up to there, and she thinks that she can cut in front of me. Well, I'm already going like 30 miles an hour, and she immediately like cuts me off, and to which I have to I don't know if that counts as cutting off because like she had a little bit of space, but she really didn't have that much space. So anyway, she stops. All right, no, she tries to go, and she's like speeding up. Well, I have to come close to like a complete stop. Well, I'm not pissed. I'm not angry. I'm not like aggressive, but I'm like, this is kind of fun. My first thought is, this is kind of fun. So as she's speeding away, I go, you can't get away that easy. And I start going fast. So now she's like 70, and I'm going like 60.
Wait, she's going 70 or she is 70?
No, she's going 70. She was like
gotcha.
Maybe 30, but that's a big fucking
Gotcha.
stretch. And so now she's going, and I could tell she's getting a little pissed off with me because I'm not tailgating. Like, I'm a couple car lengths behind her, but like I'm keeping up with her in speed.
Right.
And she's not gonna like lose me because I'm like, this is a fucking game, and I'm gonna play it till the end. So
classic Brian right there.
So after a while, she gets pretty pissed off, and she puts on her blinker to take a right-hand turn. So I thought, and as I go around, I go to like, I pass, and I go like that. But she gives no shits.
Naturally.
She's immediately like...
She did not think it was a game like
I thought it was hilarious. So now I'm cackling because I'm like, this woman, clearly I know I'm the asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know I'm the asshole. You don't need to like flip me off to confirm it. Like, we all are aware right now that I'm the prick in this situation. And so she flips me off. And I could have been more of a prick, and I really thought about doing this, of like slowing down and then speeding up and then slowing back down. But no, I just like kept going, and then eventually I just saw her like hit the brakes hard because she missed her turn. And I was like, all right, goodbye.
Bye.
Have a great fucking day.
Yeah. God, she probably was like, God, this guy is trying to like terrorize me and like man in this world.
Yeah, that's the kind of feeling that I was getting from her, and I'm like, no, ma'am, I was just bored,
just having a good time.
I was like, this is more fun than me just like casually driving home.
Something my dad does, like if someone is tailgating him while he's driving, like if there's nobody else on the road, if it's just him and the person that's tailgating him, he will slow down a lot and then drive in the middle of the road. So it's really, really, really hard to pass him.
That's a prick move.
Yeah, but it's like, fuck you for tailgating me.
That's a serious prick move.
Yep, it is. Tailgating, oh my God, so annoying.
I remember I did it to you, and I don't know if you got pissed off or you realized that, Brian's just being an
Well, I
asshole.
knew it was you, but I was like, God, this is so annoying.
We're going like 30 miles an hour by
Yeah.
your own accord.
Yeah. I
And-
actually have a lot of stories about people tailgating me, but we'll
Really?
just get there naturally anyway.
okay.
Keep going.
So about your stories about people.
Very natural.
So, what, do we want to tell that story of us driving back and I was just being a prick,
Yeah.
and I just kept getting close to your butt.
Was it when we got the
When we got the chair, yeah.
the new chair,
And then we're
new chair.
my new chair, which hopefully when we do a
revival episode.
yeah, exactly, of us back in the apartment, which could be next week.
Could be.
I
Who
hope
knows?
so, because
I don't know.
Nothing's really changed in the apartment. I'm lazy and I don't really care.
Except for the chair.
Except for the chair, and I think it'd be really cool if I sat in the chair and then you sat in the other chair and we had like a conversation in proper chairs, not you sitting in a poor wooden ass shitty chair. Also, I like how I got the good end of the stick because I got the one that kind of like
Yeah, I didn't care that much. I like these chairs. They're very comfortable. They're just old and squeaky.
Yeah, exactly.
As I'm sure you've noticed in our multiple videos that involve these chairs.
And here's a compilation of all the videos.
Wow, wasn't that great?
We didn't do it.
No.
Why? Because even I know I'm not the one editing it. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, it's a podcast. We don't do compilations here.
Exactly. We can't do that. Cap that. Not cap that. Fuck. Not cap that.
When you see a drink that's standing on the end of a table, but there's no cap. Cap it.
Cap it. Come on. Yeah.
What is that?
You know, sorry. I was playing
Flip cup.
Flip cup, yeah.
Gotcha. No, I was thinking like a bottled drink. Why are you holding my leg?
Well,
Anyway.
they can't tell it. I have a cane. Oh, no. My cane can walk? Well, that's the
what
point of
it's
the
there
cane.
for. So, tailgating. I have...
From the rear.
I think I have maybe 3 stories. Maybe probably more like 2 stories. So the first one is less exciting. It happened in a less. Okay, so one day I was driving home from work when I worked in masonry, and I was.
Continue.
Trouble in paradise. I was driving and I was going like 10 over the speed limit, and I was in like a 55 mile an hour zone, going like almost 65, probably 65. And this guy in a big white truck was like right behind me, and I was like, dude, just pass me or back up, either one. And then I turned onto a road that was 35, so I was going like probably 40 actually, because I don't like to go that fast in 35 mile an hour zones. Still, right behind me. Didn't pass me. Plenty of opportunity. And then we got to a 45 mile an hour zone. I was going 55. A lot of winds and turns and stuff. And I lost him for a little bit because it was a super windy part. And I was like, back up. And then he found it and caught up to me again, which I was like, dude, he never passed me. And so I decided to go 15 over on the 45. Still didn't pass me. Still right on my ass. I was like, dude. And then I was about to turn onto my road, and I was like, if this guy follows me, I'm gonna be so scared.
Yeah. Well, as most people are when someone's tailgating them.
Yeah, I was like,
I can understand that.
look, this person might actually be stalking me for some reason.
Wow, they realized this guy's gonna have a Gits and Shiggles, and he's a time traveler.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude.
I'm your biggest fan.
Exactly.
I'm like, for what? Like, it didn't exist 10 months ago.
It's true.
So that was the first one. No one got hurt, thankfully. And the second one happened like a little over a year ago, I think. I was snowboarding at Shawnee Peak with my younger brother Gabriel and some of his friends. And this is when I was living on campus at the college I was going to. And it was probably
UCLA.
Yeah. It was probably like an hour and a half drive, which was, it was super late at night, like 9 or 10 o'clock. And I left Shawnee Peak, the mountain, super tired, super sore from all the snowboarding. And there were a line of like 9 cars that followed me for about a half hour. And then like slowly it started to dwindle down. And then eventually I was probably like 45 minutes out from Shawnee Peak, and so I was about halfway back to my dorm, my apartment.
You have an apartment. I do, bitch. Don't take
That's true.
Don't take my. I'm gonna
My
fall.
thing. Don't fall. You're gonna crack your skull.
Oh nah.
On the TV, which my dad would punch you in the face for.
You break my skull even more.
Yeah. So I was about halfway back to my dorm, and there was still like the same guy right on my ass, like super close, just like he had been the entire time. And I was in a 50 going 60, and so I was like, he just passed me or something. So I just pulled over on the side of the road.
Yeah, as much
just to let him pass.
Probably try and do.
Yeah. And as he passed me, he honked at me for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I didn't do anything to upset him, as far as I know. But he didn't like it, and he honked at me. And then I went to a gas station, and then where apparently this is a little bit of a side story, not that much of a side story. Where my cousin was, that I didn't realize he was there, and I got a text that said "nice car," and I was like, "Were you the asshole that was tailgating me the whole time?" And he was like, "What? No, I was at the gas station," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
That'd have been funny if your cousin was like the one being a dick.
Yeah.
And honked. He was just like, "Hey, bud, sorry."
Yeah, I thought it'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. What's your third and hopefully last story of you getting tailgated?
So I was driving
Drunk.
totally drunk. No, I think I went to
A party.
like Portland with one of my friends from college
To get drunk.
Yeah, super drunk.
I'm sorry.
And we
We're stoned.
yeah, and we were we were just driving around.
Drunk.
It was like 10 o'clock at night, and we were around like the Dole's Orchard area. You know what that is?
Yeah.
We were around there, and there was this other truck that was following me, and I was going like 5 or 10 over the speed limit. And they were right on my ass, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to pull over. I pulled over, I turned on my blinker, and I, of course, decided to pull over right where this person's road was. So they also turned on the blinker, and I was like, uh-oh. So I, like, kind of parked after the road, and they turned down, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Xavier almost thought he was going to get his ass beat.
Yeah,
You did
pretty
think
much.
You're going to get your ass beat.
I did. I legitimately did. I was like, this person is following me
Yeah.
for some reason.
Now, if you were to be followed, like, okay, I've thought about this extensively. Mason and I have gone in deep thought about, like, if we're going fast, speeding, we know we're speeding.
Yeah.
We're consciously going, like, way too fast. And a cop is, like, right there and flips on them blues. I know exactly what I'm doing. If I'm in a
You're just going to say you're gonna, like, being followed or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to, like, no brakes, just fucking, like, slow down naturally and cut off into a random street.
Yeah.
And then find a house, shut off my car, pull back the seat, and just wait.
Oh, that's not where I thought that you were going to go.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I just thought you were going to talk about not that. Like, I guess I didn't know what you were going to talk about.
It's either, okay, so if I did that, or if there was, like, absolutely no way I could get out of it, and I know, fuck, I'm going to get caught. He's going to see that it's me. He's going to have to pull me over. I'm just going to, like, walk up and act jittery. And when he asked me, like, why I'm acting jittery, like, sir, I really got a shit. Like, beyond this conversation right now, I am holding in my shit, and I noticed the road was clear, and I just put my safety on the line because I have to meet that Porcelain Throne, because as we speak right now, I have to shit so fucking bad.
And he'll either be like, okay, just, be careful next time. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Be whatever. Or he's be like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah,
you're
no.
going way too fast.
So it's a clear 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
But see, now with the other way of, like, it being nighttime and me, like, cutting off real quick or whatever, like, if I am caught, he's going to get even more pissed.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But if I'm like, bro.
If you're, like, avoiding him
Yeah.
intentionally.
I'm like, bro, you got to help a man out right now because
Yeah.
I'm going to. Flatulence is to be had. And, like, it'll probably work with you.
Yeah, probably. I poop a lot.
Like, if they were to, like, talk to you and, like, oh, shit, Xavier, of course he had to shit.
Yeah, because every cop knows how much I poop.
They watch the podcast.
Oh, of
There
course.
are, like, did you realize that one of the videos has a fucking, like, 47 views or something?
I probably.
Like, our channel has passed, like, 500 viewers.
But only 27 subscribers.
Let's go. I mean,
Guys, real quick, like and subscribe the videos.
Please. We're going to have to start being weird like that because our manager says that it's
Oh, God, I hate
He's
that
like,
manager so
I
much.
know,
I
he's
don't. I like him. I appreciate him a lot.
fucking asshole.
God, fuck
But he
him.
pays us, so I guess we have to listen to him.
Well, by pays us, he means, like, let us eat, sleep, and drink water and stuff.
All inside his,
Cage.
exactly. But we can't.
But yeah, if I ever was being followed, like, in my car, I would not pull over. Okay.
I'd not pull out. Just like what Kyle taught us.
Yep.
Don't pull out
Yeah.
and fuck the turtles.
Yep. And eat a shit ton of pussy. I probably would pull over, but if the person that was following me allegedly pulled over too, I would just keep driving. I wouldn't wait for him or her. I would just keep driving. You know what I mean? Like, I would not stop driving until I know that I lost them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would also call the police.
Oh. Oh, okay, so it's not a police officer that's tailgating us.
No, like a real person.
Okay.
Cops are real people too, but like a civilian, I mean.
Pigs! Xavier called him a pig!
Okay.
Xavier called him a pig!
I didn't say pig. Oh, I just said pig.
Cut it! This just in, Xavier said pig live on national television. Now with Chris Rock getting Chris Rocked. Fuck it, yeah! The slap heard around the world. Anyways.
Yeah.
When it comes to me, if I was getting tailgated by someone, in my truck, I used to have a beating stick in case that ever happened.
I remember that stick.
Or like Thor's hammer, or like I
gave you that.
I have multitude of weapons like stocked away.
I don't have any weapons in my car at all, and I definitely should.
Yeah, like I'm tempted to like buy another paintball gun just to have like rocked and ready, because if someone like comes up and they want to like fuck with me and I just shoot them with a paintball gun,
that'll probably deter them at least.
Yeah, because they're gonna know. Oh, well, first off, their thought is that's a gun. I'm gonna die. And then when they get hit with a paintball gun, their brain's
I'm not dying, but
yeah, their brain's gonna go like, what's that placebo effect of like,
oh, there's like sticky stuff, and I just got shot, and it hurts.
And there's
am
pain.
I bleeding?
Exactly. And then they get in their car, and then they call the police.
And they're like, oh, it's paint.
Yeah, it's paint. And I'm like, don't fucking do that. Although, like, okay, serious situation. I've driven down multiple like back roads. I'm not going back to my house. This guy's still on my ass, and he's still going with me. And I've given multitude of chances to like fuck off, and I've gone around. I'm just gonna keep doing it, and then I'm going to call Kyle. I'd either call Kyle, or I would 100% tell my grandfather, like, hey, when I pull in, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a car that pulls in after me. I need you to come out like an old man out of hell and just fucking yell. Like, dementia.
With your gun.
Yeah, like, just come like, tits out, like, you're going to fuck this guy up. Or, like, sit outside in your yard with a lawn chair and just have a gun ready. And when he tries to pull in, just stand right up.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
That's all I would tell him. And then my grandfather would be like, okay, why? I was like, because I've gone down 17 back roads, and it's been a half an hour.
And they're still following me.
They're still following me. Something's up.
Yeah.
And
that's such a scary thing to me. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but I love that stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, do it. Like, I don't know, a really fucked up thing is me being like, if I was ever at a store and a guy walked in with a gun, bro, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, sure, my life is on the line, but I've lived in such like a movie world that I'm like, I'm not going to die.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
But at the same time, like, I'd be like, hey,
take it easy. What? Subscribe.
Xavier at a drugstore getting robbed, and he's like, subscribe.
Take a second to think about your life.
It's proven to calm your
subscribed?
mental health and like make you feel a little bit better about stuff. So,
and especially yourself.
Exactly. Like, love thyself.
Love thy neighbor as you do thyself.
Exactly.
Bitch. I've had a lot of scares while driving, actually.
Really?
I just realized that. Another one, I was on my way to Emma's house, my lady friend.
Should we put driving like behind us?
No. I like the fire a lot. I like the sound of the fire a lot.
Oh, that's true. Well, if we had like driving, because it feels like a nice driving episode.
It is kind of a driving episode, actually.
Yeah, should we put on driving?
No.
All right, we're going to pause for a sec. Actually, no, Xavier, you tell your stories while I mess with this.
Okay. So one night I was driving to my lady friend Emma's house. And she lives on like kind of like a back road, but also kind of a main road, very windy and stuff. And I drove around a corner. There's actually 2 stories related that are very similar. And the first one, so I was about to drive around a corner, and there was this truck that was going incredibly fast, like way too fast. And they were in my lane as they were coming around the corner. And I was like, if I was just a little bit faster, then I would have just gotten in a really bad accident. Like stuff like that happens a lot, where it's like a lot of near misses. And the second one, I drove by around a corner, I think it was like the same corner actually. Oh, I hate you ads.
Sorry. Our budget does not account for YouTube Premium.
Or Premium, yeah. I don't want to pay for that.
We could sign in my account, but that's okay. Continue on with your story.
I was driving around a corner, and there was...
Oh, to our audio listeners, we're putting cool stuff behind us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw a dead body on the side of the road.
Oh, that's happened sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, like really scary. And I got to my girlfriend's house. I was like, dude, I just saw, like, I might have seen a dead body. And then Brian here actually called me, and he was like, hey, do you want to go bowling or something? Like, this is the night that we were supposed to go bowling, but it was closed.
Oh, that makes sense.
And so I was like, we're going to drive by the place where I thought I saw a dead body. And Emma was like, it's okay.
Yeah, you told me this, like, after it happened and everything.
Oh, yeah, I probably did.
It doesn't look good on camera.
That's okay. It'll be fine. And
Blasphemy.
as we drove by, I realized I got really scared. My heart sank. I got super scared.
There, yeah.
And I realized it was just a big pile of trash. But like I thought it was a dead girl in like a green flannel.
Jesus Christ,
pants.
dude!
It was super scary, and I was so
That's
relieved.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
To be like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't
pretty
like
much.
that.
No, it was terrible. I hated it.
For our
Sorry.
audio listeners, I was changing the background to more fit the vibe that's going on.
And that white circle is just the light. I'm so sorry.
It's God looking down on us. He's an avid watcher of the podcast. I wish he could watch the actual upload version of it so we could get the views and the money and the subscribers, but
I know.
You know what? God's not that nice. Well, hopefully we can get us up on Apple Music, Spotify, stuff like that.
Stitcher, iTunes.
Stitcher.
I guess that's a podcast thing.
Oh.
Podcast is a thing. Apple
Yeah,
Podcasts.
I like Apple Podcasts.
Apple.
I don't have an Apple device, but
Neither do I.
I don't want one.
Neither do I.
But we're having
We should tell a story about what happened yesterday
what happened yesterday.
while we were driving.
Oh, the woman who almost murdered us?
Yeah.
Well, not murdered us, but she would have caused us like a serious amount of
Yeah, I would have gotten in the most danger.
Yeah, well, she would have clipped you. Mason and Xavier would have been fucked.
Yeah.
I would have been fine.
Yeah, you were in like the most safe spot. We
Yeah.
should tell them what happened.
Okay, so we're not going to tell you.
Thanks for watching.
So what happened was I want to set the scene.
Go for it.
No rain, just love. Fills the car after we purchase iced cream.
After we went to an escape room. And we did it, actually. We did it.
Yeah, we did. Oh wait, hold on with the mics. Nice. We did an escape room.
So we did an escape room.
No.
Now we can do ASMR.
Oh my god.
We can do ASMR.
So we did an escape room, and we were on our way back. We got ice cream as well, and we're on our way back. Xavier's driving, and so we have a green light, and we're gonna go straight. And on the other side, I believe they have a green light as well, and the girl was trying to turn left.
Right. So they have a green, like there's two lanes, one to turn left and one to go straight and turn right, whatever.
But the left lane had a green light, and they were allowed,
which means
but
yield.
yield if someone fucking coming.
Yeah.
And this lady did not wish to. Actually,
There was
a car in front of you.
Yeah, but there was a lot of space between us.
Yeah.
And as in enough space for her to go through if she
At
decided.
least 4 car length, like probably
Yeah,
more.
yeah. So there's enough space for her to go through if she decided to go right when that first car passed. But she decided to go when I was about to go into the intersection, which
Yeah.
was not enough time. So I slammed on the brakes and I had to swerve away.
Yeah.
And I came to basically almost like a full stop. And I looked at her, I was like, what are you doing?
By the way, they are like in a Y shape where
Yeah.
she is like gonna hit either like the
Probably
back
like the
end of the
front-
driver's side door
Or the front corner of the car.
yeah, the front corner, and they are like she's fucking close,
Really close.
like maybe like a foot or 2 feet or whatever.
Yeah, it was
Either way.
scary. And so we're really close together, like too close. And I'm looking at her like, what are you doing? And she's just sitting there like she doesn't care. She's like,
Yeah, no, she was like in her own world of like
yeah.
nothing's wrong.
And apparently Mason was sitting behind me. he flipped her off, which I didn't know.
he was also very exhausted.
Yeah, we all
and
were.
he rolls down the window slightly and he went, "Fuck you, bitch." like a
In his
dumb
classic Mason
It
voice.
was so silly.
It really was. And then, so I was like, we were still sitting in that same spot, and I was about to keep going, and then she started to go again.
Yeah, she thought it would be funny to like try and make it even worse of a situation for everyone.
And like she didn't have the right of way. Since I was that close, she didn't have the right of way at all.
And of course, in classic Mason fashion, he said, "I would have just got hit."
Yeah.
And Xavier was like, "Well, I'm sorry, I worried about our safety." He was like, "Dude, the insurance money, like we would have been
Yeah.
fine."
And everyone was like, "Why didn't you honk at her?" I was like, "I don't know. I didn't think about
Yeah,
it."
your brain doesn't go to like, "Oh wow, I should honk." It goes
Yeah.
to like, "I should get out of the situation pretty fast."
Yeah, I never honk at people. I don't know why.
I only honk at people I know.
Yeah, I mean, I
And it's
honk
normally
at
in a rude fashion to tell them to fuck off.
Fair enough.
And text me, and then when they don't text me, I tell them to fuck off again by driving past their house at 3 a.m. honking my horn.
Shoot their gun. I only honk
Shoot
at
their gun. Yeah.
Yeah. I only really honk at animals so that they like get out of the road faster and like get scared of the road.
Yeah.
That's really all I do. Don't honk.
Bruh, on the way over here, I saw a dope ass squirrel like run halfway in, and I was like,
top hat and sunglasses.
exactly, and a cigar. And he like ran across the road. I was like, go, and he like cuts. He goes, oh, and he cuts back. And I love watching squirrels do their thing.
They just get so scared.
It's so fucking hilarious.
It really is.
To watch the
cat walk out in front of my car.
We have our
just sit down in the middle of the road.
that happened to us. Remember when we went to Gabe's house?
Gabe Daniels?
Yeah, and his cat,
yeah.
like as we were driving down this dirt road, his cat, we didn't know it was his cat at the very second, but his cat just like walks out of the woods and lays down in the ground and starts like rolling around, and Xavier's like, I think that's his cat, and I'm like, I hope so. We're like right off front of his road.
Getting off screen, my brother Gabe, not Gabe Daniels, he said that happened to him.
That happened to him, where he also had a cat getting away.
Yesterday, why are you doing that? Yesterday morning, on my way to breakfast, to meet Brian and Mason, I saw 3 turkeys and a fox. It was crazy.
The animal life is coming out.
Remember the one night?
Oh, wow. I really hope that people are watching the video because Xavier knew.
I just got so excited. Remember, I think it was the night that we watched the Unis Honest live stream, I think.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. We were at Sam's house watching the Lunas.
My girlfriend Sam, not my boyfriend Sam. Two different people.
The Unis Honest live stream, and I was driving home. It was like a 30-minute drive or something, and I first saw a car accident in the woods. There was like really dense, like thin trees, but there were a lot of them, and there was like a car in them, and there were like 2 ambulances and 3 police cars or whatever. And I stopped. I was like, "Is everything okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, just keep going." I was like, okay. And then I kept driving, and I saw deer pass the street, and then I got to the bridge by my house, and there was a possum on the side of the road, and I was like, what the hell? And then I got up to the church after the bridge, and there were like 4 police cars outside the church, and I was like, what is happening?
I remember you called us and you're like, hey guys, I know you're watching the live stream, I'm about to watch it too, but some weird shit just fucking happened.
Yeah, a lot of
and we're
weird
like,
shit.
what? And he like told us, and I was like, wow, did you see a black cat? Like,
I know, and remember the one night I was driving in your car, in your truck at the time, and I almost hit that raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a lot of near misses in cars.
I know, and then you've had one really nice hit.
Oh, with the deer. I was like,
you know, the biggest thing that like happened to that car was you getting mauled by a fucking deer.
That was terrifying, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell that story, though.
Yeah, we already told it. Did we?
We did?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I forgot about the background.
It's so pretty.
It's really nice. It's actually like very. I think this was shot during COVID time. For all our audio listeners, go fuck yourselves.
Maybe you can hear the speakers.
Yeah, maybe. For our video listeners, we're
really
so sorry
stupid.
that was dumb. Now that we're thinking about it, it's like, wow, that was kind of dumb. We shouldn't have done that.
No.
So it looks like it's London, kind of shot during like the thick of 2020, like when COVID started.
Because there's just nobody around.
Yeah, there's no one around. There's barely lights on, and no one's really there. So
looks like there's a big loading symbol, though.
Oh yeah, that's true, but that's just a weird light.
The other day, my girlfriend and I were driving to work. We work very close to each other. We were driving to work.
Like spitting distance.
Yeah.
Like if you use binoculars, you can like see inside like her window. And it's weird.
Yeah, I don't do that though.
Yeah, some people do.
I hope not. I'm sorry.
They gonna get
so we were
got.
on our way, and we were approaching. Like we were going down this hill to lead up to another hill. Obviously,
Like
that's
a
how
roller
hills work.
coaster.
And there was a road that like meets that road. So it's like, I mean, we have the right of way. We don't have to stop, but they have to stop. And there was this construction vehicle, a big ass construction vehicle that was like at the stop sign, and like it's not like they couldn't see. Like there was nothing blocking the way, so they could see every car that was coming towards it. And we were kind of close to passing the truck, but it started moving out into the road long before it should have, and we had to swerve around it to not get hit.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
Yeah, it's scary.
This is just a podcast about our driving experience.
Mostly mine.
Okay, fucker, let's go.
Well, it's just because I've been telling a lot of stories right now.
I know, because you have a lot of stories. You have a lot of near misses and
Which is
one
crazy.
fatal, absolute like slam to the front of your car. But we're not going to mention that.
No. The deer died. I chunked it out on the side of the road.
You know, sometimes they have to do that, right?
Yeah, it's really sad, actually. I didn't have to do
so
that.
Like, it died, and then it was like a classic thing of like, fight!
Yeah.
And Xavier went like,
and the deer was just laying there like,
and then Xavier just went, chokehold.
I won, needless to say.
Obviously. The deer just chokes you out. It's like, you motherfucker.
Like its spirit comes out and it's like,
it starts boxing you like in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
When his spirit comes out. So like I had a similar thing where there was a FedEx truck. No one else was on the road. There's a FedEx truck and he was pulling out of a driveway and it was like around a hill, or not around a hill, but like around a bend. And it was kind of, it was a very shitty situation. And for him, I feel more bad for, because as he was coming out, he looks my way, he looks that way, and he just starts going. And I'm like, oh motherfucker, please no, because I caught his like last gaze and I saw him turn his head. Like as I was pulling up, he was like already here, and I was like, oh no, I'm screwed. So I start going and I start slowing down like immediately. And then he stops. He's like, shit, go. And I was like, okay, fine. And I was like, I'm so sorry. You're so sorry. It was just a bad
I'm
time.
sorry. You're sorry.
And it was also like a rotary. You know how you're supposed to wait for like the left side to go? Well, my left side was clear, so I went. And then a fucking Hannaford big truck tried to pull out. And then I had to slam on the brakes. And then the guy behind me started slamming on his brakes because he was pissed off at me.
Yeah, naturally.
And I was like, you fucking bitch. It was when I was driving the truck at the time, and of course I have like a bedazzled class of 2021. I have a stupid like sticker also there. My truck looks like I could carry a dead body and no one would know. And it was just, you piece of shit.
That.
No, we never did what I wanted to do. I wanted to buy a mannequin and wrap it up in tarps.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then leave it.
I've never heard this before.
Really?
I've never heard this before.
I wanted to buy a mannequin, wrap it up in tarps, and then put it in the back of the truck. So clearly, like, if you were taller than me, because the truck was lower to the ground, if you were taller than me, like, driving by, you could see, like, oh, fuck, there might be a body in the back of that. And I wanted to so badly get pulled over by cops.
It's a mannequin, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, it was for a set. Like, it was a set design thing that we had. I work on like a thing.
Yeah,
and
just a thing.
I'm doing a play, and like, yeah, we had to have this, and now I'm just driving it back, and they're like, oh, okay.
Cool.
Also be a scenario where I'd be like, Gramps, grab the gun.
The cops are coming. I have another story.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. In Maine, there is a mall area in South Portland, and to get there, the way there and back, there's like 3 different rotaries to go through.
Oh yeah,
I was coming back from South Portland, so I went through the first 2 rotaries, and there was a person in front of me that had been there the whole time. We went through the first 2 rotaries, no problem. We get to the 3rd one, and this person in front of me decides to turn left into the rotary when you're supposed to go right.
Yeah, no matter what, like you go around it, but then they decide to cut the corners. Okay.
Yeah, and there were people coming from the other way, and I was like honking more. I was like, "You need to get out!" I rolled down the window. I was like, "You need to get out of there! Like, this is not what you're supposed to be."
I'm not being aggressive. You just gotta get the fuck out, dude.
Pretty much.
Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but you're gonna die.
It was. I looked, and there were 2 old people in the car. I was like, "That makes sense."
Oh my God! Speaking of old people, my grandfather came to a dead stop on the highway to save a couple of ducks and got ran the fuck over.
Your grandfather or the ducks?
No.
Who got run over?
My grandmother and my grandfather.
Jesus Christ.
And like a shitty ass. Oh, I don't know why I never told this story. It's fucking compelling as hell. So
yeah,
they were driving like a shitty yellow Beetle bug. That first of all,
Volkswagen.
I fucking love the idea.
Those are very cute cars.
I want one so badly. But
like
they were driving one. I know. They were driving one, and to my knowledge, I never saw the crash site. My parents kept me far away from it. I think I might have been like 13 or younger. I'm not sure. But all I know is that they were going on the highway, and my grandfather saw ducks trying to walk across, so he came to a dead stop. And the car behind him didn't have enough time to stop and just went right up and over. Like fucking.
They survived, didn't they?
Yeah, so it didn't go much for like they were like able to get out, but it's right up and over.
That's so.
From what I
scary.
remember, I could be wrong. It could have like been a really bad like hit to the ass, but I remember like, hearing them say like, yeah, the front tire came up onto the car.
Oh my God! So he was in the car though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he himself got run over.
Yeah.
No, like out of the car, just his body. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well, that happened to my grandmother. Okay, hold on. So my grandfather and my
Finish
grandmother.
the first car story.
Oh, okay. So anyway, so the car was like up on top of their car, and they're like, "What the fuck happened?"
That's crazy.
My grandparents were immediately at fault.
Yeah.
Because they stopped
in the middle of a highway.
Yeah,
Not
and
supposed to
it was
do
like
that.
a whole situation. That's all I really remember from it. It was like, hey, your grandparents got in an accident, and your grandmother's not doing well. Da 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 da.
And they're still alive now.
Yeah. Oh, he had a stroke the other day.
Oh man, that sucks.
It's like his fourth one. So
still sucks.
yeah, my grandmother. So the story goes, this is the first bad accident. This is what started them down the downhill spiral. It was like 20 years ago, to my knowledge. It might have been sooner. I'm not sure. Either way, they were on a bike and like a motorcycle going down the street, and my grandfather's driving it, and then he looks behind him and he doesn't find my grandmother. She was riding bitch, and she is no longer riding bitch. She is off. She fell off and went into a ditch.
Like she fell out of the thing, or the whole thing disconnected.
No. She fell out of the thing.
Oh my god.
So she like body tumbled. She went out. And like that's what
Jesus Christ.
that to my knowledge was like the first bad accident that like happened that started like a whole thing.
That's messed up, dude.
She's also had like a bunch of heart attacks. And like I came up with a Christmas song of like like the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, there's like 12 heart attacks or like 12 trips to the hospital, 11 heart attacks, 10 fucking strokes, 9 whatever. Like they have a long like medical list, and they just keep going.
They're tanks, dude. That's the Waken way.
It's technically they're Costins.
That's the Costin way.
There you go. But yeah,
Their social security numbers are.
we can cut out their names, but yeah. But yeah, they've gone through some shit, and it's amazing that they're still kicking.
Yeah, it really is. But
Because-
like, good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of sucks that they've had to go through all of that multiple times.
Yeah.
I imagine at some point they're like, "Oh,
Now my grandfather has
honey,
like,
I'm having a heart attack again."
yeah. My grandmother like hit him like with a phone book. It's a very bad situation.
Yeah.
And like he has dementia now, and he gets lost sometimes. Like they found him like in like he walked out of his house, and then he found his way into somebody else's yard and decided to take a nap in the yard. Or like he got cold, so he just took a nap like on the ditch. Like it was scary.
Yeah, definitely.
An old man has no idea where he's going. It's like, oh shit. They like Gardner found him. It's like a big
thing. How do we sound?
At least we still sound good.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
We've been going for almost an hour anyway.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, damn. Like, because it feels like the first time, because we don't have the timer going.
Yeah, we're just talking.
We don't have anything showing us. Or,
This is why we need to have more topics before.
yeah, because now we're like gone on like a whole thing.
A whole tangent.
And it
And the
feels-
driving is really a thing to have good stories for.
Yeah,
'Cause there's a lot of things that
everyone
happen.
has driving stories.
Yeah.
Like, remember when the whole clown craze was going around?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if she wants me to tell the story, but I'm going to tell it anyways without asking her permission. You remember the whole
man
clown
right
thing
there.
going on?
Yeah.
It was maybe after like a month or two when it stopped being popular. I'm serious. Bitch, don't fucking... Don't laugh at me.
Oh, I'm laughing at you, baby.
My sister was driving back home, and it was in the Hannaford in Buxton, and she was stopped at a stoplight. We all know that stopplight's forever. You want to fucking...
It takes a long time.
You could literally like
Raise
pack
a family.
do a line of coke, and then snort it, and then you'd still be at a red light. So my sister's there. and-
Two very different analogies.
Yeah, exactly.
Coke, family.
Do it all in one. So
Some families do.
in this car at this stoplight, you could do it for a low price of $500,000.
It's like the SpongeBob episode where he's like, "What not to do at a stoplight?" That's my SpongeBob voice.
Drugs. So anyways, so
Raise
she's
a
at the
family.
stoplight, and she's waiting for it, and like I guess a bunch of people. I'm gonna say guys, but it might have been girls. I don't know. She didn't really have a go. Either way,
Women
they
can be at fault
they
too, just
jump
like
her.
men.
Yeah, like they try and get into her car. And they can't, so because she immediately locks it, and they start fucking thrashing the thing, like hitting the roof, hitting the windshield, hitting everything, and rocking the fucking thing, like really badly. Like it scared her, like to
Yeah,
death.
that's terrifying.
Like it's dark, you don't see much, and just you're getting rocked. People are slamming on your windows. They're trying to get in your car. She like locks it, and she just like it's still a red light, and she fucking speeds away. She's like, I'm not messing with this.
no,
at all.
you can't wait. It's like, oh, but the light is red.
I was asleep, and I
in the car, or no, you're at home.
I was at home.
Okay, gotcha.
And by the way, my dad, like, if my dad gets a phone call and I know he's asleep and I'm asleep as well, something's fucking bad. You do not call my dad after like 7 o'clock and not have
Yeah.
it be something that's like like horrifying.
Yeah.
So he gets a call and he's like, what's going on? And then I hear him go, yeah, I'll fucking be there. And he like takes off like a bullet and he goes, everything okay? He went, yep, your sister got jumped. And I went, okay. And he's gone. And I was like, by who?
Yeah, it's just a puff of smoke in your dad's shape.
When my dad wants to go, my dad's
And not just
gone.
like in a cartoon way, it's like weed smoke.
He takes a puff to get himself ready. But yeah, like my sister's boyfriend and my dad, I guess, went looking around like they were ready to fucking kill
Yeah,
people.
that's not, first of all, not cool to do to anybody.
No.
Second of all, that's something to take revenge for.
Yeah, because my sister, like, she didn't want to drive for a while. She was like,
Yeah.
I remember like seeing her and she was crying. She was scared. Her boyfriend had to sleep over because she was like, I'm terrified. I think they're wearing masks as well.
Oh my
like
God,
scary
dude.
like clown masks to try and freak her out. And it was
I wonder if
fun.
they're like trying to just mess with her or actually trying to like mug her.
I think they were trying to mess with her, but at the same time, you don't know. You don't know.
No,
And my
no.
sister had the right response of being like, "I'm gonna lock the fucking doors. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go."
they're just like somebody's it's happening to them. They're like they're just playing a joke on me.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that she didn't stop.
No, I don't know why she would.
Yeah, like
That's the first story I've actually heard about the clowns like happening in Maine.
really.
Yeah.
I'm always scared, even now driving, like there's a street light, like I don't know if it ever my mom had a shitty soccer mom van, and when we would drive at night there'd be shadows casted on the back seats, and it would always look like someone had like a chainsaw, and like the Jason guy, it would always look like that on like the back of my dad's seat.
Oh, Jason from down the street. Sorry.
Asshole. And so I would always terrify me, like seeing that, because like now I hate driving at night.
Yeah, driving at night
Because-
is very scary.
Yeah, it's fucking, it's not fun, because like you don't know what's going on. You can't see your peripherals. Passing people sucks.
Yeah, you can barely see anything.
Yeah.
Other than what your lights allow you to, of
I
course.
just don't. I don't enjoy fuck all about it.
Yeah, I kind of like it, but I also don't like it.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes it's really nice when the vibes feel good. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
But when I'm like, even there's been some weird shit going on around my apartment.
Really?
Like I pull in at like 11:30 at night, fucking tired beyond belief, and I just walk up like a shitty flight of stairs, and I'm there outside. And every time, like for the past 3 nights, it's been like hearing weird noises scurrying, and I know it's just animals, but my brain's just like
Skinwalkers.
yeah,
Skinwalkers, basically.
or
Schizo
like
meltdown.
schizo meltdown. Yeah. I think I've called you about like stuff of
Yeah,
like,
you watched the like Haunting of Hill
oh
House.
no
or something.
no, it was Midnight Mass.
Midnight Mass. Yeah,
Midnight Mass
You
is
watched
fucked.
that, and it messed you up. And like you're like I'm like you're at your house. You're like there's somebody outside my window watching me right
Yeah.
now, and I was like no.
Because in there, in like the hello,
fuck you. Sorry.
in like the first episode or the second, it might be the first episode. There's a really creepy image of like someone just kind of staring in the window, and someone's like reading a book or whatever, and they go, ah! Like they get freaked out, and now it's like. Every time like that happens, I'm like, oh, please don't let there be someone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And when I
But I
edited
still
the
leave-
first
Never mind.
spicy bean video, I put a little face in the darkness.
Oh,
Just for
really?
like a couple of seconds,
Oh,
right behind your head, actually.
wow. Like just to spook it.
Yeah, it was very small, and like you wouldn't. It would be hard to notice if you didn't know it was there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Do you have more stories?
Whoa, your lips did a weird like horse thing.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Any weird stories like driving wise?
Yeah. I think we should stick to the driving.
Driving just scares me. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I tend to go fast, but see, I'm in control and I'm okay with it. But if other people go fast, like I understand why you guys get freaked out with me, but I trust myself beyond anybody
I don't
because
trust anybody driving.
'Cause if-
Most people driving.
I know like if I'm gonna go fast. Like I want to have a couple practice runs before it's like, oh fuck, someone's tailgating me. Someone's gonna fuck me up if I stop.
That's fair.
Like if I know the streets, like, oh my god, from my house to my girlfriend's house, I can be lightning fast and you can't touch me.
Yeah.
Because I
It's
just
dangerous, but He's
Well,
fine.
like it's always like in my head. It's like in an in case scenario, like I gotta be prepared for everything, you know, because I was abused as a child.
Naturally.
So I just have to have that classic thing
Gotta
of like,
slide that.
I'm sorry, I felt like I was
That's
not.
gonna be the title. Brian was abused as a child.
Yeah, we talk all about like driving, and at the tail end of it, I was like, I was abused as a child. And my mom's like really the only one that listens to these, and she's like, oh my god, he's fucking bringing this up again.
He's making it up. I promise.
Bro, I got yelled at by my dad for having a doctor's appointment.
True. That was.
I love the man, but
Whatever.
he was a little grumpy.
He was a big grump.
I called him a dipshit, and he wanted to Will Smith my ass and slap me like really
Spank
hard.
you.
It's so funny, that man. I love him.
Parents can't live with them. Can't live without them.
I know.
We haven't been streaming recently.
Oh yeah.
Okay, real quick. We haven't been streaming recently because
No one watches.
no one watches it, and it's just we're not used to it, and like I don't know, it's just hard to get it. Just do it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna take a break from that for a while until we get a better base when we have more of our own space, that sort of thing.
Yeah, so like random people, well, not random people, but people who own the space that we're living or are working in right now just walk in and like kind of disrupt
And it's
it.
not like, oh, it's so inconsiderate, but it's also like, this is their space too, so we can't really be mad at
Yeah,
them.
we understand that.
So anyway, we're going to take a break from that anyway.
Yeah, we're taking a break from that, but the podcasting and everything. Hopefully, we can start making better videos. Because these ones fucking suck.
Boo!
I think Coosville sucks.
Anyway, thank you for watching.
Have a great day.
Don't eat dirt.
Drink lots of water.
Hug your loved ones.
Bo.
Multiple loved ones.
Bo.
Take it
away.
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 Away?